Welcome to the Beyond C1 podcast. Today we are with Solani, Valentina and me, Dana.
Okay, today we have a really interesting topic. Today we will talk about social media.
Social media has had a big impact in our lives. It became an obligation and kind of a necessity in our daily life.
When we were planning this episode, I asked, what do you think that social media is? And we have the same point of view. But we had one conclusion. That is, the kids are the most affected in the race of social media.
Talking about kids, I have a question. What do you think it's a considerable age to have access to social media?
I would say that the best age can be around 15 or 16 years old minimum, because we all know that kids that are like 5-6 year old have access to social media like TikTok, and I think that those apps can make them a lot of psychological damage or can bring them problems in their futures. So I think that the best option can be 15 or 16.
Okay, it's a good point. But however, today the internet is like a best friend for the alpha generation, so
Yes, but imagine being a kid and look at your friends and they have cell phones and you're the unique kid that don't have. How that kid will feel about it?
I think that that's a big problem now, because they can feel like they don't belong to that groups. But I think that even them, the access to have social media or cell phones being so young can be like unproductive for them.
but I have my nephew, for example. I think that it depends on your parents, because my nephew had 12 and he wanted to have a cell phone, and he right now has a control. For example, he only can use it for 5 hours, more or less, and at night he cannot use the cell phone, and he's okay with that. And I think that it's necessary to have controls in that case. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we also have other problem, that is some parents don't realize that some social medias are really dangerous for them, like TikTok, Instagram, or even WhatsApp.
Yes, that's true. And what you were saying about having a limited time to use them, I think that that can be a very great thing, but most parents don't do that, because they are like, oh, my kid is jumping or screaming, or he's really hyperactive, so please take your phone and please make silence, because I need to focus on my things. And I think that that is the most problem with that, because parents are like, I need to do my things and you are interrupting me, so take the phone and go away. So I think that the problem starts there.
Yes, but we are talking about parents, but what about the age that social media paid for the kids to be in there? Like, for example, the company used to say that you need to be like 15 or 16 years old, as you were saying, for being in Instagram or TikTok or whatever social media, but that company don't do something for being attend in that case, that really they were like 15 or 16 years.
Yeah, whoever can use fake information. I did it actually.
We all did it.
So, they don't have security.
So we have to think also in the company that is creating these apps, because for example the teenagers currently they are using Instagram and TikTok, as Sol was saying, TikTok is affected all of us, not just the kids or teenagers. We all are affected by TikTok because we are losing our thoughts. But also we have to think about the companies and what are they doing for guarantee the safety of the kids in their apps.
For instance, this problem of the parents, because the apps cannot do everything. I mean, they should give us minimum guarantees, but the rest is of the parents.
But I think that, yes, I know that what you're saying is true. But for example, if I were a parent, I will take care of my child and the content that my child is going to watch. But I think that social media must have some restriction. For example, I was talking with a friend and he told me that they were going to create a law to restrict the lyrics of the songs. And he told me that that was not correct because the parents should supervise and take care of what their kids are watching. And I said to him that it was also the way that you as a parent can supervise what your kid is watching when they are in your house. But what if they go out to school to play with kids? The easy access to that kind of content is going to affect your kid, even if you are taking care of what he watches. So I think that it depends on the supervision of the parents, but also with a great or properly restriction of the social media.
That's what I'm talking about, the minimum guarantees.
Yeah, but also we have to think about the algorithm. Because for example, you are watching, I don't know, something about cook, or maybe you are watching some clothes. For example, in Instagram, when you are watching your feed, you can watch some pages of a clothes store, and they are looking like a woman, really pretty, but maybe in a bad pose or an exaggerated body, and it's what the kids are going to look that picture in what mood.
I don't know. You have a point.
We have to think the content and the explicitity that the social media.
Guys, I think that we've been talking too much about the bad things about social media, but it also has its benefits. For example, I think that social media is very useful for us because we can communicate with people around the world at anywhere and anytime. What do you think about it?
For example, many people find jobs through the social media. Exists a lot of apps for looking jobs, something like that. And I think not everything is bad. I mean, we have been talking about only entertainment, but educative things, a lot of content that you can learn a lot of. For example, when you need to repair something, you look for a tutorial on YouTube and it works. So
yeah, for example, the increase of the economy, for example, for the stores, for some content creators that, for example, do educational things like teachers, chefs, and also news. Yeah, it could be that maybe it's not a principal fountain, but it could work sometimes.
Okay, after talking about benefits, I want to talk about consequences, because today children have access to social media since a young age. So talking about consequences. Or do you think so?
I think that now that they are getting access to social media when they are very young, I think that they can tend to have problems of concentration because they are used to watch short videos, overstimulating videos, and very quick information. So they are used to watch things that are gonna be really fast, and when they get to college or school, they are going to have problems with concentration at class, or if they have to read something extended, or they have to watch extended video, they are going to have problems with that because they cannot concentrate with things that are not short.
I have that problem actually.
And I think that they can get bored to that things that are not as they are used to, and yeah, I think that's it. They're going to have very problems with the concentration.
Yeah, and by the way, our kids in pandemic, they used to watch TikTok all the time. They were scrolling, and they watched a lot of things in that time. And for example, the time of the pandemic was too important to this app because it was like its boom, because all people were looking for videos and they were watching a lot of content in this app. So I think that it was a worse thing for the kids in this generation because they grow up like with that app. So they were like all the time in that thing. So that is worse.
Or for example, they want to be like that people that show things on TikTok, on Instagram, and sometimes they are not true. Like they are just pretending to be rich or something like that.
Yeah, and that is a very big problem because it can generate psychological issues. For example, I had a friend that was like that. He thought that she was a singer and she wasn't. So that is a real problem because she was certified by psychology that she was crazy and she was thinking things that doesn't exist.
I think that what you said about pretending to be a person that they're not, I think that that can have a lot of issues and psychological issues. For example, low self-esteem. For example, if you are watching every time that celebrities that have a perfect lives or perfect bodies or perfect face or perfect hair, you are going to compare yourself. You're going to say, I am not like her, I am not pretty enough, I am not smart enough, I am not good enough. So I think that social media should have restrictions. And getting back to what we were talking before, I think that it could be a very good key to knowledge and to communicate with others, but it has a dark side that we should pay attention to that.
Yeah, we all of us are exposed to being affected for these apps like Instagram, for example. The thing that we were saying, to compare it with someone that maybe is not like that in the real life, and we are maybe creating histories that is not there.
Yeah, it is most common in young people. That's why they need more care about it.
Yeah, however, the human never will feel enough, but I think that a case can help to increase that thought to be someone that you are not. And maybe if you go out and you pay attention to the people, you will see that always they look the same, they are the same person, they hear the same kind of music, the movies, the form that they look, and I think that maybe it is influenced by the social media.
Guys, now that we've been talking about the benefits and not so good things about social media, we are going to talk about some tools that we can use to avoid these consequences.
Fears. You could restrict the time on the screen of your child because they could go out and watch others kids playing and watch the nature, and they will reduce their stress.
The second could be educate your children about what information they can share or not, because they often don't understand the risk of sharing personal details online, and they could be exposed to, I don't know, cyberbullying, or maybe contacting stranger people, I don't know, something like that.
Okay, and also teach them about confidence and to make them feel comfortable to talking with their parents and talk to anybody if they are being bullied or if something that is not good is going on. So teach them that they can talk to you, that they can feel comfortable and confident to tell you what is going on, to help.
Yeah, so it's very important to have communication with your kids and make them happy and remember them that you love them. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you really like this episode. See you next week.
La Virgen se está peinando.
Déjala en paz, déjala en paz.